Wow, so I got sent the ZOSI camera, right? This thing is sweet. Do you see this resolution? I am recording this whole video on this camera itself, right? Yes, that resolution was great, and that was definitely the first thing I loved about this as soon as I plugged it in, right? You should have seen my face. When I plugged this thing in and I attached it to my phone, right? I went through that easy setup. I connected it to my Wi-Fi. It did a little bloop, 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 and it loaded, right? This was fantastic. So I opened up that screen. I saw myself in HD resolution, right? In my basement. The lighting is horrible down here. It's dark, and this thing just picked me up and made me look like a star, I tell you. This was fantastic. That definitely put a smile on my face, right? So I wanted to play around with the camera, so I took it outside. And we're in the Midwest. All the snow is starting to melt, so it's a big mess out there. So we set the camera up outside, and I wanted to test it a little bit. So me and Duke were out there. I went inside the chicken coop, and I let Duke run around, right? So I'm inside the coop controlling the camera, and I'm watching Duke, right? And this is great. The quality on this is great. I can zoom in on him, and I can see exactly what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slap on up out this chicken coop, and I'm gonna walk around, and I wanna see how this camera picks me up, right? And I was super impressed, the resolution. I was super impressed the way that this camera picked me up, and you could just see the features in my face and in my body while I was wearing all black and in the middle of the night. This was great. It still picked me up. You can see it through that green box on me, and it knew that I was a person inside the camera, right? So if we go ahead and open up these settings, and there's so many different jam-packed features in here, right? They had this AI tracking where, you know, you can track human movements, right? It's gonna pick their heads, their hands, their feet, and it's gonna tell you that it's a human, and it's gonna track it, right? And they also can do the same thing for pets, which is great. It's gonna put a purple thing around it. So if you don't wanna get notifications because you got pets, this is what you're gonna use, right? And this is also perfect if you're buying this camera for your pet. So it does have that two-way feature, the HD definition screen. So when you do two-way with your dog, he's gonna see you in HD, and it's gonna be, a happy dog. And this is another thing that I loved about the camera. You got full control of it. Even if you have tracking features turning on, you can override it and you can move that camera around. You can look left, you can look right, up and down. You know what I mean? You can do all of that, right? And not only that, they have the SD and the HD. So look at this. I'm a good distance away from this camera. You know, I'm by the back door. And let's put it in SD. And see, look at how pixelated I look, right? So then we're gonna put it up in HD. Yep, that's me waving to you guys. This thing's great. I loved every feature about this, right? And I don't know what I want to use it for. I don't know if I want to use it for a pet sitter. I don't know if I want to use it for a security camera. I don't know if I want to use it in the baby's room, right? I might just get a camera for all of them. I don't know. This is fantastic. So this camera is the camera to get if you're on a budget. Even if you're not on a budget, this thing is great, man. The things that they pack inside of it, this is fantastic.
Camera calling family. Please wait.
Hi.
Oh, hey guys, it's Dino Dan. Look at this HD picture in this little screen. This is fantastic, I tell you. This is great. So this two-way feature is awesome. You know, whether you're telling, your dog to get up off the couch, or whether you're telling Timmy to get back in the bed,